Hi everyone. So I hope you have done the lectures that we have covered till the Charter Act of 1833. Now we move towards the last of the Charter Act. Please note that this is the last in the series of the Charter Acts. Now what is the meaning, why is it called so, etc. I have already told you in the previous video. So as somebody might be new to the video, or let's say to the channel, so I'll just inform that we are doing the high yield topics, the important ones, considering the PYQs also, which are relevant for the paper. For the time being, we are just targeting prelims 2023. Alright, and I am also using the previous year question not only of UPSC CSE but of other UPSC exams also and other state services exams also, which might be relevant here. Okay, चलिए अब अगर हम देखने की कोशिश करते हैं चार्टर एक्ट 1853, तो हमें पता है दैट till now in every charter the renewal was happening for 20 years. This time the renewal happened. ठीक है, you have to remember that the renewal happened of the company's charter, but there was no specific time period. ठीक है, तो वो 20 years के लिए तो नहीं था. It was not for the 20 years, and it was said that it will continue till the parliament otherwise say anything else, which means that there was a probability that in the future they can end it any time, and it actually happened. That we'll see later. But this time the 20-year renewal was not there. This is the first thing you have to remember. The second very important thing is that it separated, now this act separated for the first time the legislative and executive functions of the East India Company. Okay, and how did they do so? So basically of the Governor General Council, rather we should say. This would be actually better. Functions of the Governor General Council. So what they did, they added 6 members. ठीक है, जिनको बोला गया legislative councillors. And where they added in the Governor General Council. So now you can understand that they emphasized upon that now we have a separate legislative council also. ठीक है, जिसको बोला गया गवर्नर जनरल लेजिस्लेटिव काउंसिल, और द अनदर नेम वाज इंडियन सेंट्रल लेजिस्लेटिव काउंसिल. ठीक है, ये आपको याद रखना है लेजिस्लेचर के लिए, लॉ मेकिंग के लिए. सो इट काइंड ऑफ एक्टेड एज अ पार्लियामेंट, and therefore they started to treat legislation, which is law making, as a specific function here. And from here on definitely it will लीड टू सर्टेन चेंजेस, जो हम आगे आपके दूसरे एक्ट्स में भी देखेंगे. ठीक है, मूविंग ऑन. एक और इम्पॉर्टेंट चीज़ जो हमें यहाँ पे याद रखनी है, दैट अर्लियर दे वांटेड द ओपन कॉम्पिटिशन फॉर द सिविल सर्विसेज, बट इट डिडंट हैपन. बट हियर द ओपन कॉम्पिटिशन हैपेंड फॉर द civil servants. ठीक है, for their selection and recruitment. Although of course it wasn't open, like all the services were not open to the Indians, लेकिन फिर भी कुछ सर्विसेज के लिए उनको अलाउ किया गया था. और यहाँ पर एक और जो है कमिटी बनी थी 1854 में बिकॉज ऑफ दिस एक्ट, विच वॉज नोन एज द मकौले कमिटी. आई होप लॉर्ड मकौले यू रिमेंबर एडेड एज द लॉ मेंबर. ठीक है, और इस कमिटी को मतलब अगर आप बोलोगे कि वो किस कॉन्टेक्स्ट में था, सो दैट वाज मेनली अबाउट द इंडियन सिविल सर्विसेज. सो दैट बिकॉज जब आप एजुकेशन करेंगे सो यू विल अगेन कम अक्रॉस दिस पर्सन. ठीक है, फिर उनका लॉ से भी रिलेशन है, यहाँ उनके नाम पे सिविल सर्विसेज की कमेटी बनी है. सो यू माइट गेट कन्फ्यूज, देयरफॉर दिस इम्पॉर्टेंट इन्फॉर्मेशन बिकम्स डेफिनेटली इम्पॉर्टेंट हियर. अनदर थिंग इज दैट फर्स्ट टाइम local representation was introduced in the Indian Central Legislative Council. Anyways, it was formed for the first time here, so Indian representation was introduced. And ये जो 6 मेंबर थे, ठीक है, now 4 out of these 6 members were appointed by the local governments of Madras. Even if you don't remember which government, that is okay, but just remember about the local representation here. So Madras, Bombay, Agra and Bengal. Madras, Bombay, Bengal, so you can anyways remember the 3 important presidencies. Agra is just something that you would have to add on. ठीक है, यहाँ से एक चीज़ आपको याद रखेंगे. and then it will not be that difficult for you to understand the things. अच्छा, अब क्या हुआ है, अब हम अगर आगे बढ़ते हैं, नाउ फ्रॉम दिस, बिकॉज आई गिव यू द PYQs फ्रॉम ईच ऑफ द सेक्शन, एज सच 1853 के एक्ट से वी हैव नॉट गॉट एनी स्पेसिफिक क्वेश्चन इन एनी ऑफ द एग्जामिनेशंस, but then from all the previous acts that we have done by VA, there are two sets of miscellaneous question that I would do with you, the PYQs. Miscellaneous in the sense that they combine multiple acts and different dimensions. ठीक है, तो दो हम करेंगे इसको, just try and solve. एक था आपका UPPCS 2003 और एक UPSC CSE का है. I'll just give you the other details, but for the timing you have to match. ठीक है, like which body was established with the help of which act. So BOC got established with the help of Regulating Act 1773. These are just the options. अब इसमें correct क्या है नहीं है वो आपको accordingly choose करना है. I'll give you that also. Then Supreme Court establishment happened by the Pitt's India Act. I'm writing in short because there is no use of this thing that I'll just waste time on this, because your time is also precious, mine also. So we'll just focus on the keywords here. English missionaries की बात अगर हम करें तो यहाँ जो option है that is the Charter Act of 1813, and then law member का appointment in the Governor General Council. The option that they have given here is the Charter Act 1833. Now you have to see ki which is the correct match. Just meanwhile you solve this question, I will give you another one, miscellaneous one. So this was 2002, CSE 2002. So Charter Act 1813, Regulating Act 1773, Act of 1858, which we have not yet done, but still you would be able to manage with it because other we have done. Pitt's India Act 1784. Okay, the options in front of them is BOC, end of ट्रेड मोनोपोली, इसके सामने ऑप्शन है गवर्निंग पावर फ्रॉम EIC टू क्राउन, एंड इसके सामने ऑप्शन है EIC डायरेक्टर्स टू प्रोड्यूस document of administration to British government. ठीक है, I think in short this much is sufficient. I hope by now you would have understood. बहुत easy है मैच करना. If you are clear with the provisions, it's not that tough of a task, right? So if we quickly try to see, अगर हम इस first question में देखते हैं, so we know कि BOC का establishment किससे हुआ था? Definitely not from the Regulating Act, because here they just started regulation with the help of Court of Directors. In the next act, which was Pitt's India Act 1784, they established the BOC. ठीक है ना? So इसको if we just match here, so this will be this. Just focus on the green arrow. Okay. Another is the Supreme Court establishment. Very, very clear that it happened with the help of Regulating Act 1773. When we talk about the English missionaries coming, this is something that you just cannot afford to forget. You have to remember this Act 13. I have told you this is also important from the point of view of ending of the trade monopoly, except the trade with China and trade in tea, and also 1 lakh rupees setting aside for the education, right? Then law member ka introduction in the Governor General Council. Anyways, you have only this option left, but otherwise also you should remember this. Moving on to the next question. When it says Charter Act of 1813, so you know, if you see all these 4 options given, definitely you know कि it has to be the end of trade monopoly, है ना? ये तो आप बिल्कुल देखते के साथ ही you should know about it. Then here only we did कि BOC, Board of Control, was established by Pitt's India Act 1784. तो यहाँ पे कोई confusion ही नहीं होना चाहिए. This has to be Pitt's India Act 1784. Moving on, that we have done 1773, that they had to give the all document details and all of that information to the government. So then the only option left for 58 is this, transfer of power from the company to the crown. But otherwise also, while I was introducing this to you, I had told you कि 1773 से लेके 1858 तक you have the कंपनी रूल, नॉट एक्चुअली 58 तक, टिल 57 ओनली, 8 में ही वो सारा पास हुआ, तो इसको हम ओवरलैपिंग रखते हैं, से लेके 1947 तक वी हैड द ब्रिटिश क्राउन रूल. तो अदरवाइज ऑल्सो दिस क्वेश्चन वॉज नॉट दैट टफ टू टैकल, राइट. नाउ मूविंग ऑन, दैट वी हैव अंडरस्टूड अबाउट द चार्टर एक्ट. एंड 53 में we have already seen कि renewal happened but not for 20 years, and it was said that till the parliament doesn't specify anything further, we'll have this act only. ठीक है, मतलब this charter act will continue and then accordingly parliament decides and the things will go on. Now then, when this happened, the problem was in between. After 1853, what happened in the year 1857, we know what happened. There was a revolt. ठीक है, what are the details of revolt we'll do in some other video, but आई थिंक इतना बचपन में आपने पढ़ा होगा, यू शुड नो दिस फ्रॉम योर चाइल्डहुड नॉलेज ऑल्सो, इतना थोड़ा सा तो बैकिंग आपके पास होगा, दैट द situation created because of the revolt of 1857, which is also known as the first war of independence, was now clear for the British government, if you say so, that they now understood that if we do not take the control of the East India Company, such situations might occur again in the future. So to prevent the occurrence of such events again in the future, they decided that we'll come up with another act, which is also known as Government of India Act 1858, which is also known by different name like Act of Good Governance और Act for Better Government of India, etc. ठीक है, इस तरह का कोई भी नाम आपको मिलेगा तो you have to understand it is talking about the 1850 Act. Now what was the whole idea? They actually just did what? That they just did slight change in the administrative machinery. In fact, not change, rather we should say just improvement, so that we do not have any such incident occurring any further. It was not any core or drastic change in the structural setup which was happening earlier. So majority of the things which were happening earlier continued to happen, apart from slight improvement. And one major thing of that improvement part was that now it said that India would now be governed in the name of Her Majesty. ठीक है, मतलब बेसिकली हियर द ब्रिटिश क्राउन हैज़ टेकन ओवर एंड एवरीथिंग नाउ वुड बी इन द हैंड ऑफ ब्रिटिश क्राउन. अभी ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी का कोई लेना देना नहीं है. एनीवेज द ट्रेड मोनोपोली हैड एंडेड अर्लियर. ठीक है, तो वो एक इशू था भी नहीं, वो तो पहले ही चीज़ें ख़त्म हो गई थी. नाउ व्हाट हैपेंड कि जो अभी तक गवर्नर जनरल ऑफ इंडिया थे, उनका डेजिग्नेशन चेंज करके रख दिया गया वाइसरॉय. नाउ द डेजिग्नेशन वॉज चेंज्ड फ्रॉम द गवर्नर जनरल ऑफ इंडिया टू Viceroy, and this Viceroy was basically the British Crown representative and a direct representative. So the person would directly report everything to the Crown. Okay? And who was the first Viceroy? You have to remember Lord Canning. So they can also ask you that who was the Governor General of India when the revolt of 1857 took place. You have to remember about this person only. He was only the Governor General of India when revolt happened, and now that the Governor General of India's designation is changed to Viceroy, he became the first Viceroy. So you have to remember three names in these contexts that we have seen over a period of time: Warren Hastings, William Bentinck, and Lord Canning. Now, who was the first Governor General of Bengal? Who was the first Governor General of India? And who was the first Viceroy of India? These are the points you will have to remember. ठीक है, चलिए ये वाली चीज़ें हो गई हैं. अब क्या है अनदर थिंग, हाउ वुड दे इम्प्रूव बाय हैविंग मोर कंट्रोल. जो दो बॉडीज़ थी, COD एंड BOC, इन दोनों को ही उन्होंने अबॉलिश कर दिया. दे अबॉलिश्ड दिस सिस्टम एंड हियर अ न्यू बॉडी वॉज क्रिएटेड which was Secretary of State for India. Now this person would have all the authority and control over the Indian administration. ठीक है, he was also a member of the British cabinet, and then there was a 15-member council to help this person. So this could be called as Secretary of State and Council. Like earlier things were known as Governor General and Council, now it would be, because and that council would not exist क्योंकि अब हम COD और BOC को abolish कर दे रहे हैं. ठीक है, so now this 15-member council was there, and this was an advisory body. Okay, now this body would take care of things, and this Secretary of State would possess all the important powers, और जो भी इनको ब्रिटिश को बतानी होगी वो वहाँ से बता देंगे. ठीक है, they can also ask you that in which via which act was the dual government established. Dual government meant COD and BOC together. So you remember it happened in Pitt's India Act 1784, because then only this new body was established. ठीक है, और ये जो डुअल गवर्नमेंट है वो एंड कहाँ पर हुआ? 1858 एक्ट में. दिस कैन ऑल्सो बी अनदर पोटेंशियल क्वेश्चन. नाउ सी, आई एम गिविंग यू ऑल द प्रोबेबिलिटीज व्हाट ऑल पोटेंशियल क्वेश्चंस कैन बी आस्क्ड. ठीक है, इस एक्ट में और कुछ भी याद रखने का नहीं है और कुछ भी नहीं करने का है. दिस इज व्हाट यू आर सपोज टू रिमेंबर. And from this act also specifically no question has been seen. However, you do get something like this in the miscellaneous one like you have got here. So this can be a probability, but then it was important for us to do the major pointers which we have already covered. From here on, how the crown took place, crown took over, and how the things happened thereafter, we'll see in the next videos. Take care till then. Bye bye.